Have you ever wondered what it would mean for Saudi Arabia to chair a UN forum on women's rights and gender equality? This isn't a hypothetical question, but a reality that has recently unfolded. Saudi Arabia, a nation known for its conservative views and strict societal norms, has been appointed to chair this influential forum. This move has ruffled feathers globally, due to Saudi Arabia's historical standpoints on women's rights and gender equality. The country, despite recent reforms, is often criticized for its systemic gender inequality. Its record includes instances of severe punishments for advocating women's driving rights in celebration of Valentine's Day, as well as allegations of human rights abuses that have caught international attention. The international response to this appointment has been a mixed bag, with a significant portion leaning towards criticism. The concerns raised mainly revolve around the nation's compatibility with the principles and goals of the forum it's set to chair. Critics argue that Saudi Arabia's track record contradicts the very essence of the forum, hence questioning the legitimacy of its leadership. This appointment has sparked an international debate, with many questioning the compatibility of Saudi Arabia's track record with the goals of the UN forum. It's no secret that this appointment has stirred up a hornet's nest of controversy. But why exactly has it caused such a furore? Critics argue that Saudi Arabia's track record on women's rights and gender equality is, to say the least, questionable. They point to a host of issues, from severe punishments for advocating Valentine's Day celebrations and women's driving rights to allegations of gross human rights abuses. Some suggest that the kingdom's position as one of the most powerful countries in the world, as ranked by the U.S. News and World Report in 2023, has allowed it to escape accountability for these actions. But what about the response from the United Nations and Saudi Arabia itself? Despite the backlash, they have not remained silent. The UN has defended the appointment, arguing that it offers an opportunity for Saudi Arabia to demonstrate its commitment to improving gender equality. Saudi Arabia, for its part, has emphasized its recent efforts to reform and improve its reputation on women's rights, such as lifting the ban on women driving and other measures aimed at empowering women. The UN and Saudi Arabia have not remained silent amidst the uproar, defending the appointment and highlighting the country's efforts towards gender equality. So, where does this leave us, and what could be the potential implications of this controversial appointment? Well, let's consider the possibilities. On one hand, this appointment could potentially open a new era of change in Saudi Arabia. The country might leverage this opportunity to address the criticisms and make significant strides towards gender equality and women's rights. The international community could see a more progressive Saudi Arabia, which would not only enhance its standing but also influence other nations in the region. On the other hand, the pessimistic view suggests this might further legitimize the status quo. The UN's decision could be seen as an endorsement of Saudi Arabia's current policies, which many argue are at odds with the principles of women's rights and gender equality. The appointment might be used to whitewash the country's image without making substantial changes. Regardless of the scenario, one thing is clear: the importance of ongoing scrutiny and accountability. The world will be watching closely, scrutinizing the actions of Saudi Arabia in this new role, and its commitment to the cause of gender equality. The UN too will be under the lens, as its decisions can either strengthen or undermine its credibility as a champion of human rights. Only time will reveal the true impact of this appointment, making it crucial for us to continue to monitor, question, and hold those in power accountable.